And here we go. Sorry for the really long wait, chat. As I said on the start text, I'm very sleepy today. I don't know why. It's like it's kind of odd. Like, I guess I could imagine it's because of like the residential I was doing last week, but I wasn't this tired like wasn't this tired last stream. That was after it. Maybe it's just that I didn't get all that much sleep last night. It feels like I got a fairly regular amount, but maybe I misjudged. Oh well. Anyways, I'm just writing down one message to pin before we do the daily clicks and hop on the video editing software, I guess. Hell yeah. I am excited to do, by the way, I won't be adding music to the video, at least until I've finished finished editing everything else. So I'll be listening to whatever. Feel free to request songs for me to. Feel free to request songs for me to put on. I'll give it a smiley face. Usually I'd have like a double exclamation mark, but that's too high energy for today. Today's Sleepy Juniper Day. I hope I've made it clear that today's going to be more of a chill, laid back, restful stream. Did I click this one? I mean, you can tell that I'm tired because I'm forgetting which ones I've clicked. I think I've clicked this one. I'll click it again. Either way, it's probably good today. Oh no, it might have been just because I like hovered over the thing and it like restarted it. Did I click this one? Maybe. I hope I did. Here we go. Alright. VTuber main scene. And let's turn this thing on. Where is it? Where is it? There. Ducky, hello! Just in time, I just actually started 15 minutes in. Because I'm tired. If you didn't know, this stream is going to be a more laid back, chill stream. Right, I can... Oh. That is not the correct display capture. I want to move this one. Yeah, so I'm just sort of using like regular Microsoft Clipchamp here, so I don't think there's like a whole lot to look at, but again, no, it should be YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth stream. Well, OBS is telling me it's good, so you should. So I don't know what your issue is, YouTube. It's odd. I'm gonna hope that's nothing. Anyways. On to music. Yeah, I'll suggest a song. Give me a sec. Let me look through my playlist. Hell yeah. Yeah. Let me like pull up some some song. See what I could do myself. Although probably viewer suggestions first, of course, because I'm gonna be having bunch. I'll have plenty of time to listen to my own favorite songs. Running animations and shadow generations. They're still making shadow generations mods, and even like now, kind of awesome. Right. Look at the Tamagotchi Life Living the Dream main theme. I'm surprised that I haven't seen that, didn't see that, like, immediately upon going onto the YouTube, music page. Not YouTube Music, not YouTube Music, the, music site. It's connected to YouTube. I mean, YouTube Music, the, whatever you call, like, the, like, things, the, like, topics things when you're in, like, the YouTube's equivalent of a For You page, I guess. Dude, some of these songs I haven't listened to in years. YouTube recommendations are wacky. The Second Sanctuary Arrangement is a remix I like. That's hell yeah, that's awesome. Oh, I just realized I should have changed this earlier, but my volume's too loud because I had it louder for recording. I hope I didn't have it too loud for recording. Either way, I'm not re-recording all of that. Or if I am, I'm not gonna do that on stream. Maybe I'll re-record like little bits of it. If I feel like I really messed up that much. I don't know. Anyways. The Second Sanctuary Arrangement. Let's see. Tell me which one it is, actually. There's like a few. I'm assuming it's the first one that pops up. Why did the... YouTube. This is why I don't trust computers. I've seen the first one, actually. That's a really good one. I'm gonna listen to this one, but tell me if it's not the right one. Okay, there we go. Oh, and I should have music on one side of my screen to the left, and other stuff on one side of the other side. Boom, boom. Yeah, that's cool. It is a really good one, I agree. Also, let me just warn Spice that there's gonna be Delta runes. By the way, I'm listening. Listen. Delta rune. Why is my typing laggy? What is up with my computer today? It's not even at my computer that much. No, today I've been laggy. My computer's just also doing the same thing, because I guess it feels like... Just tell Spice it's FNAF music / Yeah! Oh, good idea. Amazing idea. Great idea. Yeah. I think if they do come in and see the Delta runes, then I'll probably lie and say it's from a different game. But if they press, I don't know what I have to say. Anyways. Let's see. So the new Tomodachi Life Direct just happened, right? That's not true. It's been like... But you know I'm hyped. I mean, I've been watching nothing but people's... Yeah, I speak really weirdly in some of this, but whatever. If I need to, I'll re-record some of the sections after stream. I went to open a Battle Cats clip and there's Delta music, I can't escape. That's awesome. God. Imagine being Spice and having to avoid this sort of thing. Reactions to the directions I saw it myself. I haven't even given myself a chance to see Deltarine Toilet Fairy or Pilots of Astrals Dust. Yeah, I might need to just re-record some of that, but I'm not sure. I'll talk about that in a bit. The game has so much customization as well. It looks really good. The hairstyle... The game has so much I don't know what my VTuber... Is it like just... Do I do this on stream where like... Sometimes my VTuber just like... Just looking over this footage... Oh. Looking over this footage, it looks like that's what's happening, but... No, it's strange. I don't do that in real life. Maybe it's something I do that, like, YouTube Studio sees wrong. Us. I'll talk about that in a bit. Let me just, like... The game... Split it here. The game is so... Does this sound like something that would be in a normal... I feel like I'm talking about a whole load of insecurity immediately, but the game has so much customization as well. It looks really good. The hairstyles are massively improved from the first game, while keeping the distinctive me style that the wigs from Utopia kind of lost, I'd say. Yeah, I think my recording on this it looks so awesome. I cannot wait to try it out myself. The island as well is finally customizable, where the first game had nothing. But I will say it looks a little so awesome. I cannot wait to try it out myself. I record that bit as well, but I'm thinking again, I'm not gonna unless like I'll rewatch the video when I'm done editing. I'll decide if I need to re-record anything else. Don't get me wrong, any island customization at all is better than what we could do in the first art program. It looks so awesome. I cannot wait to try it out myself. The island as well is finally customizable. The island as well is finally customizable. The island is finally custom to try it out myself. The island as well as I cannot wait to try it out myself. The island as well as is there wait, hold on. Is the did I turn the audio output capture up too high? Sorry if the audio mixing is a bit all over the place, by the way. I don't know if I'm meant to be fair, I could possibly just... No, but I want the music to be audible. Also leaving room for me voice. Not paying too much attention to I think this is like just be something you listen to, but I'll have like the music in there as well. Actually, recording this was, as an aside, recording this was quite a nice opportunity just turned it all the way back up for some reason. I don't know why. Have a wonderful day if I'm not back. Okay, thanks for watching, Ducky. It's fun having you here. Right. Back to video editing. Oh. The island as well is finally customizable, where the first game had nothing. I will say it looks a little flat. Like, don't get me wrong, any island customization at all. I will say it looks a little flat. Like, don't get me wrong, any island customization at all. Like, don't get me flat. Like, don't get me... I like this. I like this expression on this frame of the video. I'm keeping that. Letting it go up to that. Like, don't get me wrong, any island customization at all. Flat. Like, don't get me wrong, any island customization at all is better than what we could do in the first game. The cube grid is a little too video gamey. It would be nice to have a little bit of smoothing out, at least for the natural parts. Oh, yeah, my pronunciation on some of the words is like a little bit iffy. Hopefully it should be. Hopefully it shouldn't be like a massive issue. For the natural parts, or any sort of layering at all beyond the beach versus everything else. It's a small thing I'm aware, but part of me specifically is just a big fan of pretty looking areas and aesthetics like that of the first game's island. It's a bit of a shame to have that lost. I thought they'd go for a rerun of that bit as well, but they didn't. Oh well. Lucky grid aside, we should be able to do a lot with this foundation. Past Juniper, you're so cooked. You could have recorded so many of these lines. What are you doing, like stuttering on so many words? I'll be back in between doing things though. Green? Hell yeah, that's great. Great. At least have a lot of options available to pretty up the base island. You wouldn't be able to see, but I did like a 2B grin. Like, great. The altering character. Lucky grid aside, we should be able to do a lot with this foundation. Anyway, let's see. But at least have check again. The first game. The cube grid's a little too split. I think I've gone a while without having to flat. Like, don't get me wrong, any island customization at all is better than flat. Like, don't flat. Like. Flat. Yeah, I think a lot of this stuff is for me just sort of reading a script all through very like quick fire. Also, I accidentally just showed the script off to everybody in the stream. Whatever. I don't even know if I'm streaming at a high enough quality for people to be able to see what all that means. You know. How long video recording and like script recording and editing usually takes like a proper YouTuber person? Because I feel like the only thing I can really do to sound more professional is re-record and like put more detail and care into the like pronunciation of things that I do. But like, how much time would that take? I mean, to be fair, like, it didn't take me that long to record this version, but longer than I'd use. I don't think I'd want to take like that much longer. In any different, I wouldn't want to take like that much longer than how much I did for video editing. So, what did people just? Do the people who make like better videos and stuff than me make more time to... I don't even know. It's weird. street. It's a little flat. Yeah, I wonder if I can just like go on, hear me out. I go on this scene, and it's just where I do the recording to. And I can go like, let me watch the video bit again. Out myself. The island as well is finally customizable, where the first game had nothing. But I will say it looks a little flat. Like, don't get me wrong. Now, let me see. Imagine if I can do like, not this one, not this one again either. I don't know why I'm clicking on random screens. And then I go like. The island as well is finally customizable, where the first game had nothing. Though I will say, the island does look a little flat. I feel like that's a better. Yeah, maybe I can just like quickfire do a recorder thing every so often. I'm gonna make sure I can find the script every time. Look for my videos. Oh, I should turn off the display capture. I don't want you guys snooping through my files. No, but that would have recorded quiet, because... Damn it! Wait, let me do that again, but... Well, what the hell was that? Some kind of delta thing. How scary. If you're a spice. The island as well, yeah, yeah, that just about, like, goes up to the highest volume that doesn't, like, go too high that it would, I don't know, mess something up. Right. The island as well is finally customizable, where the first game had nothing. Though I will say the island as well is finally customizable, where the first game had nothing. Though I will say it looks a little flat. Alright, that's good. That's pretty good, I'd say. And now we go back here. And now we go, here. And turn my volume back down. And just go back to files. Oh. Whatever, I don't think any personal information was doxed through that. It's probably not that big a deal. We can go back and just redact anything. Drop media to import. Imported media. 18-second clip. Isn't that lovely? Art program. The island looks so awesome. Can't wait to try it out myself. The island as well is finally customizable, where the first game had nothing. Though I will say like, don't get me wrong, the island as well is try it out myself. The island as well is finally customizable, where the first game had nothing. Though I will say it looks a little flat. Yeah, that's also not like the best. Oh well. Just chuck it in there. The island as well is finally cannot wait to try it out myself. The island as well is finally customizable. Why did I move? Where the first game had nothing. Well, I will say it looks a little flat. Like, don't get me wrong, any island customization at all is better than what we could do. Yeah, I'll leave this, like, in the back and muted. But actually, wait. Well, it's finally customizable where the first game had nothing. Well, I will say it looks a little flat. Move this bit to be here. And then see, let's see. Myself. The island as well is finally customizable where the first game had nothing. Well, I will say it looks a little flat. Like, don't get me wrong. I can cut out the like of this one as well. I think that makes the sentence flow better. Don't get me wrong. Boom. Now, I will say it looks a little flat. Don't get me wrong, any island customization at all is better than what we could do in the first game. The cube grid is a little too video game. Let me expand this a little bit more. Oh, hi Spice. Hi. I have to mute stream because of Rune. Yeah, hello. I told you, Spice. Don't come here. Hold on. No, actually, the caterpillar. Awesome. Spice imbuing Spice with being mute through the power of the Delta Rune. Yeah, they raised a good point. I was sort of thinking about not doing this as a stream because of spoilers, but I think like. Ow. Just did something. Another nail. Scary. Tiggle. Anyways, yeah, I was thinking about it being a spoiler. Ultimately, productivity boost, whatever you'd call it, I don't know. It was better than what am I saying? Yay! Anyways, what am I doing? I'll say it looks a little flat. Don't get me wrong, any island customization at all is better than what we could do in the first game. The cube grid's a little too video gamey. It would be nice to have a little bit of smoothing out, at least for the natural parts, or any sort of layering at all beyond the beach versus everything else. Okay, Spice is gone. It's a small thing I'm aware, but part of me specifically is just a big fan of pretty looking areas and aesthetics like that of the first game's island. It's a bit of a shame to have that lost. We do at least have... Don't get me wrong, any island customization at all is better than what we could do in the first game. The cube grid's a little too video gamey. It would be nice to have a little bit of smoothing out. This game had nothing. I will say it looks a little flat. Don't get me wrong, any island customization at all is better than what we could do in the first game. The cube grid's a little too video game. It looks a little flat. Why is my video editor lagging? Looks a little flat. Don't get me wrong, any island customization program, it looks so awesome. I cannot wait to try it out myself. Broken. The island as well is finally customizable, where the first game had nothing. I will say it looks a little flat. Don't get me wrong, any island customization at all is better. Move this like a little bit further again. Looks a little flat. Don't get me wrong, any island customization. A little bit more intonation. Flat. Voice. Juniper from like minutes ago. What? How could you? Flat. Don't get me wrong. I'll to try it out myself. The island as well is finally customizable. Where the fuck? Try it out myself. The island as well. Cannot wait to try it out myself. The island as well is finally customizable, where the first game had nothing. I will say it looks a little flat. Don't get me wrong, any island customization at all is better than what we could do in the first game. The cube grid's a little too video gamey. I think that's good. It would be nice to have a little bit of smoothing out, at least for the natural parts, or any sort of layering at all beyond the beach versus everything else. It's a small thing I'm aware, but part of me specifically is just a big fan of pretty looking areas and aesthetics like that of the first game's island. It's a bit of a shame to have that lost. We do at least have... It's a bit of a shame to have that lost. We do... I think here, was it on the do, my like voice cracked really high, and that like immediately just threw me off. Or it might have been the start of another line, but we do at least have... No, that was what would have looked... That would have absolutely felt to be like a horrendous voice crack, and I would not blame myself for it. We do at least have a lot of options available to I do quite like my tone of voice in that clip, actually. I did good there. We do at least have a lot of options available to pretty up the base island. Blocky grid aside, we should be able to do a lot with this foundation. With a pallet house and the ability to create fully custom buildings and whatnot, the amount of possibilities more than reading my own script while I would listen to my own voice read it out. So whatnot, the amount of possibilities more than makes up for any other aesthetic issues I'd have. On the topic of that, the painting house and the ability to create fully custom buildings and whatnot, the amount of possibilities more than makes up for any other... Is the audio kind of glitched there? More. I feel like it's... I'm kind of making like a sheep barring sound. I don't know what's up with that. More than makes up abilities more than makes up for any of... I'm gonna keep it. I mean, I'm not gonna re-record it anyway. Ow! I'm not gonna re-record it anyway because I don't want to try and figure out what I did to make my VTuber have that specific positioning. But, you know. My Morgan Freeman true PNG is gonna have personality, goddammit. But besides that, now that is a big spoiler. The Morgan Freeman true PNG mention. It looks really intriguing. We did have 2D. 2D looks really intriguing. Painting and customization that I'd have. On the topic of that, the painting and customization of everything the palette house lets you do looks really intriguing. We did have pets in the first game, to be fair, but they weren't anything but a hobby that you'd sometimes see in the apartments. I really hope we get a lot more from these guys in time. I really hope. I don't know why I paused so much there. In the apartments. MC in the apartments. I really hope we get a lot more from these guys in terms of gameplay significance. A hobby that you'd sometimes see in the apartments. I really hope we get a lot more from sometimes see in the apartments. I really hope we get a lot more from these guys in terms of... That's a fair bit better, I think. Anything but a hobby that you'd sometimes see in the apartments. I really hope we get a lot more from these guys in terms of gameplay significance and interactability. My Morgan Freeman interactability. My Morgan Freeman true PNG is gonna have personality, goddammit. Personality. It's gonna have personality, goddammit. But besides significance and interactability, my Morgan Freeman. There we go. My Morgan Freeman true PNG is gonna have personality, goddammit. But besides that, maybe I should edit the actual image I'm talking about onto there. Let's see. May as well. I don't know how I'd edit it. This is why I'm bad at reading scripts, by the way. This is why I need to edit. This is why I need to edit. This is why I needed to edit it all down. Edit it. Let's see, can I just copy paste the image? I can. But besides that, aesthetics are a lot more from these guys in terms of gameplay. Personality, goddammit. My Morgan Freeman true PNG is gonna have personality, goddammit. Gameplay significance and interactability. My Morgan Freeman true PNG is gonna have personality, goddammit. Yeah, how the hell do I include that in the video in a way that feels organic, I wonder. Background removal. What does that look like for Morgan Freeman true? That. Awesome. Not true. Can you make them move in this? It feels like you can't, right? But man. I guess this isn't a really a good video editing software. I just happen to be using it because I can't download DaVinci Resolve on my PC at the moment. So it makes sense it wouldn't be all that interesting. All that. I can't. Perhaps I can, and I just need to... No, it's not gonna do anything, like, what I'm trying to think. I'm trying to get it to do. Interactability. My Morgan Freeman troop, yes, in terms of gameplay significance and interactability. My Morgan Freeman troop PNG is gonna have personality, goddammit. Yeah, that's just not. It's weird that you can't, like, bring something in like, a fun, unique way, right? That feels like a very basic thing for a video editor to do. Between two clips. How do you, like, make something like show up for the first time? What if I just put a crazy amount of... Ooh, wait. Significance and interactability. My Morgan Freeman true PNG is gonna have personality, goddammit. Just have him spinning on the screen. My Morgan Freeman ability. My Morgan Freeman true PNG is gonna have personality. Wait. Can we find a speed where, like, at around the midpoint, it's... Wait. I'm just like... really slowly now. Oh, does it go up in twos or something? Oh well. Then I split it, and at this one it goes even faster. Ability. My Morgan Freeman true PNG is gonna have personality, goddammit. I kinda like that, I like that. That's a good idea. Good job, Juniper. Good job, Juniper. Alright, cool. You goddammit. But besides that, aesthetics and personality of the memes has gotten a major upgrade as well, it would seem. Facial features look way more varied, even without the crazy face paint makeup stuff. And the little quirks that you can give them seem so specific and unique that you could really create whoever you want, at least better than you could ever before. I, for one, cannot wait to be a fancy motherfucker bowing to everyone I meet after ominously floating through the street. I hope there's a lot more wacky animations like that float. Ominous Alien Flight, to be fair, isn't really me, but I could see myself making a bunch of characters who would fly with a bit more grace. Still, the hedgehog me stocks are going crazy. What is that? That's not a cricket. But besides that, the aesthetics and personality of the memes has gotten a major upgrade, it would seem. Facial... Yeah, let me, like, move that into... Fun levels 100% back. Gotham Street Pass. I'll talk about that in a bit. Yeah. It's super good. Get it all out in a normal stream. Hence the video. The wacky cricket. What do you mean? What do you mean I can't get to that link? Okay, I can get to this one at least. Yay! I can really enhance the one moment where I just went silent for some reason. I had it fade in a bunch as well. Video. The game, right? They showed off more of it and it looks super good. A normal stream. There's the video. Stream. There's the video. The game, right? They showed. The game, right? The game. 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 The game, right? The game. The game. The game. The game. The game, right? I think I want it to like start the game at the rather than so. Whatever it is, you know the thing. The game, right? To really zoom in, I suppose, to clear out this empty space. Hello? Oh no, I just need to like, I just needed to right click. Cool. There we go. Right, they showed off more of it. I really hope we get a lot more from these guys in terms of gameplay significance and interactability. My Morgan Freeman true PNG is gonna have personality, goddammit. And interactability. My Morgan Freeman true PNG. These guys in terms of gameplay significance and interactability. I want this thing to like fade in a little bit as well. Like 5 seconds, interactability. Maybe? My Morgan Freeman true PNG is gonna have personality. And this one can like fade out really quickly. 0.05 seconds maybe. My Morgan Freeman true PNG is gonna have personality, goddammit. But besides that, aesthetics and personality of the memes has gotten a major upgrade as well, it would seem. Maybe I should make it smaller, like a pet from Tomodachi Life. No, I don't want it to do that. Can I make it smaller and like have it fit in somewhere? Doesn't appear so. Okay. I'll have it like this then. So that I can do this to this. Boom. Interactability. My Morgan Freeman true PNG is gonna have personality, goddammit. But besides that, instead, maybe I should make it fade out a little slower. My Morgan Freeman true PNG is gonna have personality, goddammit. But besides that, I do like there's something funny about it just disappearing like that. Yeah, I like that. That's fun. So you can give them seems so specific and unique that you could really create whoever you want, at least better than you could ever before. I, for one, cannot wait to be a fancy motherfucker bowing to everyone I meet after ominously floating through the street. I hope there's a lot more wacky animations like that float. Ominous Alien Flight, to be fair, isn't really me, but I could see myself making a bunch of characters who'd fly with a bit more grace. Still, the hedgehog me stocks are going crazy. But besides that, the aesthetics and personality of the memes has gotten a major upgrade, it would seem. Yeah, I just re-recorded the entire section. I don't blame myself for that. Crazy face paint me. But besides that... I, for one, cannot wait to be a fancy motherfucker bowing to I hope there's a lot more wacky animations like that ever before. At least better than you could ever before. Really creative. You can give the stuff fly with a bit more grace. Isn't really me. But I could see like that float. Ominous alien flight floating through the street. I hope there's a lot more wacky animations like making a bunch of characters who'd fly with a bit more. Okay, split this whole thing. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. That's the what? That was the most ass voice acting I've ever heard in my life, Juniper. What the hell was that? And I'm gonna put on some Metopia. Metopia, like... just general Metopia OST. I'm gonna do that. Yay. No more rain. I might put on some Delta and music later. Hello? Utopia OST, you gonna load? You gonna load in, buddy? Little bro? Little buddy-o? There we go. Maybe. Still loading, but it should be a bit faster. Oh, these are the comments from the Deltarune song. I was wondering why they were talking about, I was wondering why they were talking about, like, scrolling on Twitter and on Deltarune Dark Sanctuary motifs. Oh well. Yo, can this thing load? Come on, bro. I tried making it reload and it's still not load. What? Okay, now the page is like not almost. Hold on. Just dropped one of my earrings. Got it back. You know what, I'm just gonna edit until it decides to get here. God damn it. But besides that, the aesthetic. God damn it. But besides that, there we go. Oh, lively. Lively in. But besides that, the aesthetic. But besides that. But besides. But besides. God damn it. But besides that, the aesthetic. Morgan Freeman true PNG is gonna have personality, goddammit. But besides that, the aesthetics and personality of the Mies has gotten a major upgrade, it would seem. The facial features look way more varied, even without the crazy face. Should been put more on like the Mies rather than the aesthetics and personality, because I was already saying like about the personality of Morgan Freeman true PNG. But besides that, the aesthetics and personalities of the Mies has gotten a major upgrade, it would seem. But besides that, the aesthetics and personality of the Mies has gotten a major upgrade. I don't know why it said major upgrade. It feels too fancy. But besides that, the aesthetics and personality of the Mies has gotten a big upgrade, it would seem. Yeah. But besides that, the aesthetics and personality of the Mies has gotten a big upgrade, it would seem. But besides that, the aesthetics and personality of the Mies has gotten a big upgrade, it would seem. But besides that, the aesthetics and personality of the Mies has also gotten a big upgrade, it would seem. I think that last one might have been the best. See, also because of the my brain. What is my brain saying again? I don't know. Here we go. Besides that, the aesthetics and personality of the Mies has also gotten a big upgrade, major upgrade. But besides that, the aesthetics and personality of the Mies has also gotten a big upgrade, it would seem. Yeah, can I do it like that? A big upgrade, it would seem. And then split it. God damn it. But besides, boom, like that. Yay. Anyways, back to Metopia music. Oh, and turn myself down. The mods have a new emote right besides them. Neat. Yeah. I don't know what happened with it, but that's what YouTube does, I guess. What, that was an ice cube at first? What was the... Oh, the shields. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that, actually. But besides that, the aesthetics and personality of the Mies has gotten a major upgrade, it would seem. Okay, now mute you. Bring this one in. See how well it lines up. God damn it. But besides that, the aesthetics and personality of the Mies has also gotten a big upgrade, it would seem. The facial features look way more varied, even without the crazy face. Yeah, the lip sync still looks like about as good as it usually would, I'd imagine. I don't think it's like all that good as is, but oh well. Let me just like yap on in front of the camera and look at myself for a bit. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no known way that a bee should be able to fly. Its fat little wings are too. Its small little wings are too small to get its fat body off the ground. The bee, however, flies anyway because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Oh, I didn't know I could. I didn't really. I just did like a really strange frowny face. That's crazy. I didn't know I could. I was I was expressive like that. Yeah, maybe it's better than I thought actually. The facial features look way more varied, even without the crazy face paint makeup feature. And the little quirks you give them seem so specific and unique that you could really create whoever you want, better than you could ever before. I thought I cannot wait to be a fancy motherfucker bowing to everyone I meet after ominously floating through the street. God, I hope there's a lot more wacky animations like that float. Floating through the street? Huh? Oh, ominously. Okay. This alien flight isn't really me, but I could see myself making a bunch of characters who'd fly with like a bit more grace. Silver the Hedgehog me stocks are going crazy. Unfortunately, not everything is sunshine and rainbows and improvements with what we are or might be getting. Unfortunately, and rainbows and improvements. Let's see. So going crazy. Oh, this was a good. Unfortunately, not everything is sunshine and rainbows and improvements with what we are or might be getting. Unfortunately, not everything is sunshine and rainbows and improvements. No, I kind of like the small sigh I do on the second take, to be fair. I'll keep that one. Everything is sunshine and rainbows and be getting. characters who'd fly with like a bit more grace. Silver the Hedgehog me stocks are going crazy. Stage Subterranean. Hell yeah, that's a cool one. I don't know how much it fits. Chill stream making a like chill stream where I make video editing, but you know, it's also loading like crazy. Come on, man. My internet has to be better than this, man. Why am I just tech issues this streamer nowadays? Oh well. At least I can stream. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, not. Silver the Hedgehog me stocks are going crazy. Unfortunately, not everything is sunshine and rainbows and improvement. Me stocks are going crazy. Can leave a little bit of space. I kind of like leaving a bit of space between like different paragraphs. Me stocks are going crazy. Unfortunately, not. That's a bit too much. Crazy. Unfortunately, not everything is sunshine. Me stocks are going crazy. Unfortunately, not everything is sunshine and rainbows and improvement. You know, Microsoft Clipchamp does this like really weird thing where it just kind of pauses the video player while it's trying to load a new clip. It's so annoying. It like really gets in the way of me, like being able to gauge like how the timing on my videos actually is. Maybe I'd be more of a video editor if I just had like an actually good software. Oh well. Unfortunately, not everything is sunshine and rainbows and improvements. What we are, I might be getting. Of course, what I'm talking about is the me sharing. They killed me sharing. They took online me sharing out back and shot it with a gun. So we can only share our people with people locally now. So we can only share our memes with people locally now. So we can only. Oh, I didn't think I'd actually like replace that bit. Our people with people locally out back and shot it with a gun. So we can only share our people with people. Oh yeah, because I said people instead of me's. We can only share our people with people locally. Back and shot it with a gun. So we can only share our memes with people locally now. Yeah. I think I had like a fun idea with what I was trying to do with the I had a fun idea of like how I was trying to like emphasize like what I was saying and like be expressive with it on paper, but I didn't end up. I don't know if I ended up doing it like all that much justice with like my actual voice acting performance. Not all of them myself anyways, but it sucks to not have the option. So Street Pass is back, kinda, in a way. To be entirely fair, I don't think this will impact me that much, as I've just about enough trust in my. So Street Pass locally now. So Street Pass is back. I had some sort kinda, in a way. To be entirely fair, I don't think this will impact me that much, as I've just about enough trust in my creative skills to make my own wacky me's. To be entirely fair, I don't think this will impact. To be entirely fair, I don't think this will impact me that much, as I've just about enough trust in my creative skills to make my own wacky me's, and was planning on making most, if not all of them myself anyways. But that much, as I've just about enough trust To be entirely fair, to be in a way, impact me that much. Okay, how am I gonna? What am I? How far do I gotta go to like make this time
Kinda,
right?
in a way.
Entirely fair. I don't think this. To be. There we go.
Kinda, in a way.
To be.
To be entirely fair, I don't think this will impact me that much. So
Yeah,
I've
that should
just
be alright.
about enough trust in my creative skills to make my own wacky memes, and was planning on making most, if not all of them myself anyways. But it sucks to not have the option to directly share the memes I make. But it sucks to not have the option to directly. I was planning on making most, if not all of them myself anyways. But it sucks to.
Get rid of this.
But it sucks to not directly. But it sucks to not have the option to directly share the memes I make, or get the cool characters other people better than me will make.
Boom. Do that
And was planning on making most, if not all of them myself anyways. But it sucks to not have the option to directly share the memes I make, or get the cool characters other people better than me will make on my island. At least without making like a super in-depth tutorial. I've heard of and I can see the appeal of making fun of. I've heard of and can see the appeal of making and following me tutorials like other people used to, and do look forward myself.
Oh, there's some whimsy in in my voice there. Sorry, I'm like commenting on my own. I'm like commentarying on my own voice acting, like vocals, like I'm some like extra, like some uninvolved observer. But you know, I wanna like. You don't know actually, because I don't know either. I wanna like. I wanna talk about myself, like how I comment on other people having whimsy. I do that. I do that. I did that. Song by Lord X.
Me will make on my island, at least without making like a super in-depth tutorial. I've heard of and I can see. I've heard of it. I've heard. Can see the appeal of a super in-depth tutorial. I've heard of and can see the appeal of making and following me tutorials like other people.
Let's see, now do this.
About making like a super in-depth tutorial. I've heard of and can see the appeal of making and following me tutorials like other people used to, and do look forward myself to showing people the creation process of my own memes on stream. But that still feels to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old experience than like some new intended experience. But that still feels to me like making up for the.
Yeah, that like I kind of like the being in there. So like I already don't sound like super professional doing it, like all this talking. So so like it feels more like a human touch than a non like than a professional than like a professional mistake, you know. I'm happy to keep it like that, but also
Too. And do look forward myself to showing people the creation process of my own memes on stream. But that still feels to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old experience than like some new intended experience. But that still feels to me like.
yeah, that one's like a little bit too quick and jarring, and also like so close to the other one. Nah.
But that still feels to me like making up for the the creation process of my own memes on stream. But that still feels to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old experience. That still feels to me that still feels to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old experience than like some new intended experience.
And the like, yeah. Keep it just one. Have it be like when that one bit where Marie's voice cracks during spicy calamari incantation.
But that still feels to me like making up for the but there's still experience. But there's still but there's still but there's still but that still feels to me like creation process of my own mise on stream. But that still feels to me like making mise on stream. But that still feels to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old experience to me than a new intended experience. Process of my own mise on stream. But that still feels.
No, grouping doesn't do anything to stop the editor from randomly pausing. God, I need a better one than Microsoft Clipchamp. Whatever.
Me like taking me. But that still feels to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old experience than a new intended experience. But that still feels to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old experience than a new intended one. I just don't see any good reason to take.
Oh, I like that last one actually.
Oh my god. But that still feels. Oh my god. But that still. Did
I say, oh my god? I didn't hear myself say that until I literally heard myself say it in the recording. On my second go through, whatever, man.
Is on stream, but that still feels. But that still feels to me like taking me. But that still feels to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old experience than a new intended experience. But that still feels to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old the unnecessary loss to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old experience to me than a new intended.
Oh no, I say to me twice there. That's why it's a no-go.
But that still feels to me like taking me. But that still feels to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old experience. But that's still. But that's. My own mise on stream. But that still feels.
There we go. That should be good.
Showing people the creation process of my own mise on stream. But that still feels to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old experience than a new intended stream.
I like breathe there. Cut that out.
Of my own mise on stream. But that still feels to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old experience than a new intended experience. But that still feels to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old experience than a new intended one. I just don't see any good reason to take away a feat making up for the unnecessary loss. To me like making up for the feels to me like making up. But that still feels.
To be fair, this one's alright. It's like as good as the one that I'm on here. I like the wording of of one instead of experience at the end there.
But that still feels to me.
There we go.
But that still feels to me like of my own mise on stream. But that still feels to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old experience than a new intended one. I just don't see any good reason to take away a feature like this, especially when you had pretty much the same freedom in Miitopia's Nintendo Switch release, and it let you share whatever Miis you wanted with the caveat of just having to show someone the access key so that they could find the Miis. I hear the access key system didn't end. I hear the access find enemies. I hear the
I might keep that one breath in. Again, it's like another just touch of humanity in it. I don't know. I'll re-listen to the video when it's all done anyways, but like, you know.
I hear the access key system didn't end up being the best for longevity, but it's better than nothing, surely. I was also wondering for a bit. Nothing, surely.
Do this, like this, yeah.
I was also wondering for a bit if the room interiors were more customizable than the original game. From what I can... I was also wondering...
Do it like this, then. Yeah. That should be good.
It's better than nothing, surely. I was also wondering for a bit if the room interiors were more customizable than the original game.
Yeah, I think that's good.
From what I can see, it probably won't work like what I was thinking, but that might be for the better, to be fair. Keeps the whimsy that the wacky rooms with unique themes from the first game have, that I doubt would be very impossible.
Good for just video editing.
Keeps the whimsy that the wacky rooms with unique themes from the first game had, that I doubt would be very possible of mixing and matching furniture or anything like that. It does seem to let us choose some rooms' colours as well, so there's still an improvement. Something I do find interesting gameplay-wise on the topic of rooms is the house system. I've heard a lot of concerns about the amount of enemies you'll be able to have in an island, possibly being lesser.
I might not actually have time to make any memes after I finish the editing here. That's crazy. Okay. Oh well. Let me rewatch over that just to make sure I definitely didn't skip through any mistakes that I didn't hear.
Surely. I was also wondering for a bit if the room interiors were more customizable than the original game. From what I can see, it probably won't work like what I was thinking, but that might be for the better, to be fair. Keeps the whimsy that the wacky rooms with unique themes from the first game have, that I doubt would be very impossible. Keeps the whimsy that the wacky rooms with unique themes from the first game had, that I doubt would be very themes from the first game had. Whimsy that the wacky... Keeps the
I'll split it when I close my mouth here.
This game had, but I doubt would be very possible of mixing and matching furniture or anything like that. It does seem to let us choose some rooms' colours as well, so there's still an improvement. Something I do find interesting gameplay-wise on the topic of rooms is the house system. I doubt would be very possible of mixing and matching furniture or anything like that. It does seem to let us choose some... Keeps the whimsy that the wacky rooms with unique themes from the first game had, but I doubt would be very possible of mixing and... Keeps the whimsy that the wacky rooms with unique... Keeps the whimsy that the wacky rooms with unique themes from the first game had.
What do you mean, well, wacky? Just Juniper! And these are the two bits I recorded? What?
Wacky rooms with unique themes from the first game had, that I doubt would be very impossible.
Let's see if I can do this.
Keeps the whimsy that the wacky rooms with unique themes from the first game had, but I doubt would be very possible of mixing and matching furniture or anything like that with unique themes from the first game had, but I doubt would be very possible.
I trim it down just a little bit. Does it still...
with unique themes from the first game had, but I doubt would be very possible of mixing and matching furniture or anything like that.
There's still a little bit too much of a pause, but as I said, it's like weird clip champ thing, splitting between clips. This clip champ site, this clip champ software is not a champ at dealing with clips. I tell you something.
It does seem to let us choose some rooms colors as well, so there's still an improvement. Something I do find interesting gameplay-wise on the topic of rooms is the house system. I've heard a lot of concerns about the amount of Miis you'll be able to have in an island. I do find interesting gameplay-wise on the topic of rooms is the house system. I've heard a lot of concerns about the amount of Miis you'll be able to have in an island, possibly being lesser. And from what I can glean, it looks... On the topic of where Miis live, something I do find interesting gameplay-wise, the house system. Ooh. Full of mixing and matching furniture or anything like that. It does seem to let us choose something
They can like have a... I keep dropping my earrings. I need to just like stop fidgeting with them, Juniper. Put them in the jewelry box. Back away. There. Now they can't be a distraction. Hey. Anyways, right.
Something I do find interesting on the topic of where Miis live.
Ooh. Hit just the right spot here.
On the topic of where Miis live, something I do find interesting gameplay-wise, the house system. I've had a lot of concerns about the amount of Miis you'll be able to have in an island, possibly being less than what you could do in the old game. And from what I can glean, it looks like that might be true in a way.
Doesn't look like it.
Something I do find interesting gameplay-wise, the house system. I've had a lot of concerns about the amount of Miis you'll be able to have in an island, possibly being less than what you could do in the old game. And from what I can glean, it looks like that might be...
Why do I take another big old pause again? I'm not editing that. I want it to be funny either. The first one it fit, but this one it wouldn't quite.
And from what I can glean, it looks like that might be true in a way, possibly being less than what you could do in the old game. And in the old game. And from what I can
Yeah, go from like a section with like mouth closed to another section with that mouth closed. That's good pacing, methinks. It's completely unrelated to like the audio pacing, but you know,
what you could do in the old game. And from what I can glean, it looks like that might be true in a way, but also not, in a really interesting sense. What I'm getting at is that you'll need to be careful with the Miis you make and when you make them, because each Mii takes up a space with their home at first, and it looks like you'll need to spend some time letting them form bonds with the others to let them move in together and take less space. Of course, there's a likely chance you get to just put any groups of characters together after unlocking the house.
Wow, I'm surprised I like got through. I'm surprised I got through that without like needing to re-record any of that. I'm actually kind of goated. Let's go, Juniper.
I did at points feel like I was just making Miis I wanted to make and moving on to the next, paying no attention to some of them. Nothing bad about having the freedom to do that, to be fair. Being pushed to engage with the game more would be nice for me, personally. Also, for one last aside, something it looks like the Mii games are keeping is their godly British English localizations. The other games had this too, where they put a crazy amount of detail into the dialogue, and it has even the smallest Britishisms, or whatever the word is. As a British person myself, it was always cool to see how much care was put into...
Oh, I think I'm gonna split here. In anticipation of either having to split, just like get rid of a bit of nothingness, I guess, that I recorded. You guys heard it.
Realizations. The other games had this too, where they put a crazy amount of detail into the dialogue, and it has even the smallest Britishisms.
Yeah, there's an oddly long pause here, but also...
or whatever the word is. As a British person, is that is.
Why am I trying to like get them to close their mouth every time I like split something up? Whatever.
As a British person,
I'll bring this back here, but I might need to just cut some of this clip entirely. Anyways.
whatever the word is. As a British person myself, it was always cool to see how much care was put into representing a quite frankly pretty bland culture when they could have just used American English. As a British person myself, unfortunately, it was also... As a British person myself, unfortunately, it was always cool to see how much care was put into representing a quite frankly pretty bland culture when they could have just used American English and nobody would complain. It's whimsical. Bringing this up because I do...
It's whimsical.
As a British person myself, unfortunately, it was always cool to see how much care was put into representing a quite frankly pretty bland...
I knew I remembered spending a bunch of time on that line.
As a British person myself, unfortunately... or whatever the word is. As a British person... word is. As a British person... or whatever the word is. As...
Just split this last little bit, because I think visually, even though no one's gonna look at me, no one's gonna look at my VTuber model.
or whatever the word is. As a British person myself, unfortunately, it was always cool to see how much care was put into representing a quite frankly
if I just
pretty bland culture.
Cut a few milliseconds after.
Well, bringing this up because I do hope you get to choose what the me's refer to you as, regardless of localization. If the UK version forces me to be called the Caretaker, ultimately that's cool enough, but I would like to be able to be referred to as leader, like I'm heading some kind of cult. Or I wonder what other things you could be called. Maybe some sort of themed things like director or manager. I don't know. There's probably something there though. Wonder what other things you could be called. Maybe some sort of themed. I wonder what called. I wonder what other things you could be called. I wonder what other.
Yeah, I think this point is probably the most likely to be disproven. But whatever. Because it seems like they refer to you as the Caretaker. It's not like highlighted or anything, so it feels like it's just sort of default text. But I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. It'd be very cool if I'm wrong, but whatever.
Or I wonder what other things you could be called. Maybe some sort of themed things like director or manager. I don't know. There's probably something there though. Maybe it just lets you write your own title, like the conversation topics the game lets you.
Man, sorry, just like random aside, but like I'm reading my own script here, and I like specifically put a note to remember to switch the volume back down after you record. Come on, Juniper, you could have done that. You could have done that. You could have read that. Actually, I couldn't because the script literally went to the bottom of my screen. I didn't have space to put in that message. Whatever.
Really decide. Would be a very nice thing to have. But I think that's all I have to say on the matter until we get new news or the game drops, so that'll be it for the video. I hope it was fun to listen to. It was a fun time just dumping all of the thoughts I had onto a notepad for this. This direct ended up being quite a nice tester for this new video. This direct ended up to a notepad for this. This direct ended up This direct ended up being quite a nice tester for this new video. This direct ended up being quite a nice tester for this new video style I came up. Wow, I'm almost at the end of the video. That's cool. It's like 8 minutes. Hey. For this new video. This direct ended up being quite a nice tester for this new video style I came up with, this scripted rant about something with more detail than what I'd be able to say on stream. It shouldn't be as hard to edit as a proper video. Please say if you liked it, or leave a like, subscribe, all that YouTube engagement jazz. It'll still primarily be just whether I want to or not that affects how likely or how much I'll do this sort of thing in future, but being aware that people like it will probably make me even more motivated to. Thank you for watching, and remember to be woke, be non-binary, and date whoever you want to. Woohoo! Woohoo! I don't need to do the woohoo. That's lame. Okay. So that's pretty much everything like clipped and edited together, right? Now what else? Do I want to like add? I feel like I want to add at least music and a bit of sound effects, maybe. If I can get them. I don't know what like the I'm thinking of specific like the like you know what the sound effects were like when the Miis get shocked and stuff. Anyways. Let's see if I can get that, like, what's that one? Airplane crash green screen effect? Elephant green screen effect. I should get I should put elephant green screen effect as well. That would be awesome. Chat. I don't know if there's anyone in chat. If there is anybody, wow, I am really bad at talking. If there is anybody watching the stream right now, please advise me. Should I put airplane crash green screen effect or elephant green screen effect at the end of my stream? Not stream, my video. Let's see. Let's look at elephant green screen effect. Elephant green screen effect. Elephant green screen effect. Is this
elephant green screen effect?
There we go. That's the video loaded and all that. Cool. What's this airplane crash? Check crash on green screen. Is this the one? Will it load even? That's not the one. It still has the same comedic value, but it's not the specific one I'm looking for, you know? Plane crash, green screen. What if we just say vehicle crash, green screen? Because there's like a version that's like just a bunch of cars, right? Vehicle crash green screen. Car crash green screen template. Yeah, maybe.
really, really green though. I don't know. I think I'll just get the elephant green screen effect. Elephant green screen effect. I need to copy it into Google Chrome, don't I? Because the YouTube video downloader I watch for some reason is like bad at getting videos from that MP4, but it's just bad at working on Microsoft Edge. I don't know why. Anyways, preparing your file. Thank you. Download MP4. Now this is awesome. I should get what's like. Oh, you know what I could do? Go back to the Metopia OST thing. Go to like. What is this? This isn't. Rival Greenhorn. Rival. Okay. Every rival theme. Every map theme. Every stage theme. Free battle. Battle. Battle intro. Battle. 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 Boss battle. Boss. We won. We lost. The spoils of war. Level up. Title. 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 Makeup. Wigs. Outing. Stage event. Sinister plant. What is a sinister plant? What is a sterile plant? I actually don't remember either of those from Utopia. Stage event. Dark Lord's Castle. Let's see. Where's what I want to see? Nightmare Tower. Castle View. Pirate Frontier. Come on, let's see if I can find a better Metopia OST source. So I've got the elephant's green screen effect downloaded. Let's put this on. You want to.
Elephant green screen effect.
So the new Tomodachi Life Direct. What if I just put the car crash one and the wait. If I put the car crash one and the elephants in the same one. Actually, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it like this. That isn't even the one I was looking at, bro. Helicopter crash green screen, is that the one I was thinking of? Let's see. No, that absolutely isn't. Come on, I want to see more of these effects. That's a helicopter crash green screen effect that looks like the one I'm trying to find, but also not really. Oh, this one is literally just labeled with. This one is literally just labeled with some YouTuber's name. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Cool. Now I will get that to work. Get to work. Date whoever you want to.
Woohoo!
Elephant green screen effect.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. Filters, effects, green screen, the elephant green screen effect. Let's go.
Whoever you want to. Woohoo!
Elephant green screen effect.
That's awesome. Let me convert this to MP4. Yeah. What a lovely way to end. What a lovely way to end a Stargazer Juniper YouTube video. Download MP4. It's gonna take ages to reconvert the thing because it does that for whatever reason. Oh well. Right, what am I? Right, Metopia OST. This is what I walk in on, green screen elephants. Oh yeah. Sorry for spoiling the end of the Stargazer Juniper YouTube video for you. Metopia OST, 3DS, Switch, complete. Yay. Which one do I do? I feel like this one's gonna be like really long. I think that's the one I was on. Let's see here. Elephant green screen effect. I love that video so much. It's so peak. Oh my god, dude. If this YouTube will like, if YouTube.com will like work with me, please. I haven't put on music. I haven't put any music on the video yet. I can still listen to the second Sanctuary arrangement. Yay! Let's see. Arrival, Nightmare Tower, next door desert, Crocodile, Elven Forest. None of these are what I want. What's the like? Oi, no, you're not allowed to play. Why isn't it pausing when I tell it to pause? What? And it's like looped apparently. What? What is this thing doing? YouTube, work with me here, please. My computer is like dying as we speak. It's not even that warm or anything. Seems okay, but also not. Whatever. Battle, these are the arrival themes. What is that part of the soundtrack? Let me see, like, Arrival, Troubled Crown. I think that's gonna be the one from. Oh, you know, the Trowns. Why am I saying it like that? Oh my god, Juniper. Whatever. Anyways, helicopter crash is going on here as well. Yeah. That can go below the elephant green screen as well. I think elephant green screen needs to take priority. Now, effects green screen, boom. Make me even more motivated too. Thank you for watching, and remember to date whoever you want to. This is so tragic, guys. They're killing me with the helicopter before I even get the chance to say be gay and date whoever the hell you want to. Motivated to. The hell. Thank you for watching, and remember to be woke, be non-binary, and date whoever you want to. Woohoo! Cool. This one I think should be a little bit less. No, don't affect the speed. I want to change the volume to be a little quieter. Cinema, it sure is. And remember to be woke, be non-binary, and date whoever you want to. Woohoo! Yeah, elephant green screen effect can get a bit louder as well. And remember to be woke, be non-binary, and date whoever you want to. Woohoo! That's a banger. Oh yeah. I don't think anything needs to happen to this one. Maybe even like I'll fade out whatever music I get for it. Now, speaking of music, what is this? Nightmare Tower, whatever it is. Battle intro, battle. Oh my god, what do I do? What is... Yeah. Utopia castle theme? I'm thinking like the one that appears in the castle when it gets invaded by the Dark Lord. Hi Spice, hop on the Discord. Oh? Hi Spice.
Breaking news! Breaking news!
Hello.
Hot off the press! Nice Spice with their new breaking news alert. The news is that they called you to tell you news, but they didn't actually come up with actual news yet. So we'll get back to you on that one.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the news update, Spice. Very, very well valued, I guess. And they left again. Sure. Chat ups on this. I think TS is awesome. This will be the reason I edit. Yeah. Am I an ice cube? Because I froze you. Sorry. Just felt like it. Greenhorn Castle. Stage Devil Castle? What is that? It's either like... Oh no, that's just normal Dark Lord's Castle. Ah man. Breaking or fake? Both. Faking. I think it's real. It's... Why would it be how would it be fake if the news is... I can't come up with any news. Maybe you can come up with news, but you're just purposefully withholding it for some reason. Yeah, what is the like Metopia like shock theme? Question mark? Whatever. Okay, see ya, bye. Have an Agent Stone time of day. Hell yeah, whatever that means. Metopia is the stable shock? That's not what I want. This was before there was a horse. We'll see. Yeah, that's not gonna help me at all. Metopia battle themes. I don't want battle themes. I wanna like whatever that like spooky scary theme is. Battle, now's our chance. No, it isn't. It's just there's some horrifying stuff going on. Utopia horror theme. Help. Not the like scary vampire stage. It's not what I want. Another cinema outing. Map horrific place. That sounds like a jolly theme. What is this? Ah, yeah, my mental. Just multi-class, that's interesting. I'm curious. Now. Yeah. How is all of this like organized? What is up with these like playlists? So hard to like sort through. Whatevs. Do I have another Discord ping? Oh, from that server. Yeah, that makes sense. I would have a ping from that server, huh? They say not showing, not. They say vague posting. Spot pass, anyone? Yeah. Look what I bought. Look what I bought. Oh, into the weather. All better now. Oh, come on. Why does this thing like... Here's the stages map. In that holiday mood. Jolly John ticket. Roulette, but roulette stuff. Yeah. Battles. I presume all like the battle stuff is lumped together then in... This seems like a more official like soundtrack ordering. That's neat. You know, when is that like no sort of event themes? Or what? Come on. Metopia event theme. Story event, maybe. Stage themes, no, no, no. That's not what I want. Utopia. World record, first person to ever reach friendship level 99 in Metopia Switch demo. Okay, cool. That's neat to see. Can I see one of the bits of audio in this? Maybe there's some audio. Maybe this has like the same sort of soundtrack. Yeah, there's so much in this soundtrack that I swear is just like not in any other playlists I'm finding. Come on, please. Outing, stargazing. Maybe I use that as background music. Honestly, it's a Stargazer Juniper thing to use. That's a thing in here. I should put the weekend Glory in my next Metopia playthrough that I may or may not ever do. Have them go stargazing together, and it would be awesome. Metopia Sans battle music video. I'm finding Megalovania remixes before I find the bit of the actual soundtrack? Question mark? Okay. Come on. Utopia, Greenhorn, whatever. Greenhorn, Castle. I don't even know, man. Maybe I'll add that like outside a stream if I find the stuff to do. I'm gonna get the rest of the music anyways. Now let's see. What Tamagotchi Life music can I get? Let's see, just Tamagotchi Life OST. I should get an extended one as well, actually. Just so someone else does the work of making it last as long as I want. Yeah. Hello? Actually, maybe I get like me apartment. I'll grab some of these. Me apartment's problem for like. I cannot wait to be a fancy mother. This alien flight isn't really. Of course, what I'm talking about is the me sharing. Yeah. I'll do something fancy before the hold on, I'm gonna grab the me apartment's problem thing. I'll do something fancy and like that. Did I just accidentally show off as a thing I wanted to whatever. That's in progress. You guys didn't see anything. I'll probably post it on the Juniper server when I'm done. Whatever. Yeah. I've got a problem. I'm super depressed. Yeah. This is the problem. And now I'm sad. Can this thing? Okay, download. And that got away even more. Whoa. Whatever. I love the giant I love the giant wall of text, this TikTok video downloader that the YouTube video downloader I use you also uses for some reason to download all its videos, and that it has just for some reason like nobody's buying that. This video downloader will help you embrace the canvas of trends elegantly. Okay, bro. Almost certainly AI as well. Oh. Anyways. Loading items for your video. This won't take long. What if it does? What if I want it to take long, huh? You ever thought about that? And let me see the Tamagotchi Life Me apartment OST extended. I want to sort of like mix one into the other.
Take away a feature like
You need to be careful with the me's you make and when you make them. Because there are wacky rooms with unique themes are a loss of an old experience than a new. Forward myself to show people the creation process of. Can this bit of the gamer soundtrack stop? Like, okay, there we go.
Making and following me tutorials like other people use. But it sucks to not have the option to directly just about enough trust in my in a way to be entirely
Boom.
me's with people locally now. So Street Pass is back. Kinda in a way. To be in
Yeah. Alright, I'll put this on like 50%. Actually, I'll put it on like
myself anyways. But it sucks to not have the option to directly in a way. To be entirely fair, I don't think this will impact me that much, because I've just about enough trust in my creative skills to make my own wacky me's, and was planning on making most, if not all of them myself anyways.
yeah.
It sucks to not
that's
have
good.
the option to directly share the me's I make, or get the cool characters other people better than me will make on my island, at least without making like a super in-depth tutorial. I've heard of and can see the appeal of making and following me tutorials like other people used to, and do look forward myself to showing people the creation process of my own me's on stream. But that still feels to me like making up for the unnecessary loss of an old experience than a new intended one. I just don't see any good reason to take away a feature like this, especially when you had pretty much the same freedom in Miitopia's Nintendo Switch release, and it let you share whatever Mii's you wanted with the caveat of just having to show someone the access key so that they could find the Mii's. Here the access key system didn't end up being the best for longevity, but it's better than nothing, surely. I was also wondering for a bit if the room in longevity, but it's better than nothing, surely.
Boom. And then we get the Me Apartments theme, which I'm downloading now. And then we like mix them together, and it's kind of awesome. What do you think about that, huh? A bit like fade out as well, so that they can find the Mii's. Here the access key system didn't end up being the best for longevity, but it's better than nothing, surely. I was also wondering for a bit if the room interiors were more. Here the access key system didn't end up being the best for longevity, but it's better than nothing, surely. Yeah, and then like, let go a little bit. I was also wondering for like that, and then have this being download, please. There we go. And then I will mix it together when it's a thing. Yay! Oh, and then I could mix it with the Me Apartment's happy theme as well. Let me do that as well, because it would be awesome. Boom. Now we'll get rid of this tab and get a new download started. And because this is a 15-minute video, I gotta wait for it to load for quite a while. Well. Let's convert this to MP3. Yeah, I suppose I just wait for both of these as well. Not the most entertaining thing, to be fair, but whatever. I'm having plenty of fun with this myself. Hey guys, listen to my new song mashup. Find the Mii's.
Here the access key system didn't end up being the best for longevity, but it's better than nothing, surely. I was also wondering...
Yeah, and they do sync up well. That's good, that's good, that's good. Have it fade in for like... Yeah, fade in for 2 seconds and then...
Here the access key system didn't end up being the best for longevity, but it's better than nothing, surely. I was also wondering for a bit if the room interiors were more customizable than the original game. Longevity, but it's better than nothing, surely. I was also wondering for a bit if the room interiors were more customizable than the original game.
I don't know why.
From what I can see, it probably won't work like what I was thinking. But that might be the better, to be fair.
Like for the audio.
Keeps
quite odd. Anyways. Download this MP3 now. And oh my god, that's free. That's... boy, hold on. It's half an hour of video that I'll... Not video, that half an hour of audio that I'll be cutting out most of. Oh well, not like it matters all that much to me, but like... Be a little bit awkward, you know?
Thank you for watching, and remember to be woke, be non-binary, and date whoever you want to. Woohoo!
Killed by the anti-woke mob for being woke. It's crazy that I didn't even like write all that much about. Didn't even like think to like write anything all that much about just the fact that you can be non-binary and like how crazy and woke that is. Tomodachi Life is just so cool that it doesn't even like that is a minor point. It's peak. It's peak. It's so good. Me apartment's happy. Yeah. Being downloaded, and now.
So the new Tomodachi Life Direct just happened, right?
What should I have for the start? I could see it being like the Me Apartments only happens. The Me Apartments theme only happens like after this. Segue to like the problem, then the inside apartments for like the last few points, and then happy for the rest of it. Well, in a normal stream. It's the video. I don't think this will impact me.
I was also wondering for a bit if the room interiors were more customizable than the original game. From what I can see, it probably won't work like what I was thinking. But that might be for the better, to be fair. Keeps the whimsy that there are wacky rooms with unique themes from the first game had. But I doubt it would be very possible with mixing and matching furniture or anything like that. It does seem to let us choose some rooms' colours as well, so there's still an improvement. On the topic of where Mies live, something I do find interesting gameplay-wise, the house system. I had a lot of concerns about the amount of Mies you'll be able to have in an island possibly being less than what you could do in the old game. And from what I can glean, it looks like that might be true in a way, but also not, in a really interesting sense. What I'm getting at is that you'll need to be careful with the Mies you make and when you make them, because each Mii takes up a space with their home at first, and it looks like you'll need to spend some time letting them form bonds with the others to let them move in together and take that space. Of course, there's a likely chance you get to just put any group.
I'm explaining my vision for what the game mechanics are or should be. You know. Anyways. Can this YouTube link load, please? Oh my god. Whatevs. I may or may not have just so happened to have this finally appear, reveal itself to me now.
As a British person myself, unfortunately, it was a caretaker. Ultimately, that's cool enough, but I would like to be able to be referred to as leader, like them themed things like Maybe it just lets you write your own title, like the conversation topics the game lets you freely decide. Would be a very nice thing to have.
Very nice.
But I think that's all I have to say on the matter until we get new news.
YouTube, can you pause when I want you to pause, please? I don't get why tech is hating me today.
But I think that's. But I think that. I think that's all I have to.
Ah, look at them doing that, like, whimsical little shake. That's so cool. Thanks, Stargazer Juniper from YouTube.com. Everybody say, thank you, Stargazer Juniper from YouTube.com. This one's got to fade in.
Conversation topics the game lets you freely decide. Would be a very nice thing to have. But I think that's all I have to say on the matter until we get new news or the game drops, so that'll be it for the video. I hope it was fun to listen to.
Yeah, that's some good audio mixing. I'm happy with myself on that. Okay, that's enough happiness for you. Video's over.
Being aware that people like it will probably make me even more motivated to. Thank you for watching, and remember to be woke, be non-binary, and date whoever you want to. Woohoo!
Yeah! Banger. So now what are we doing? We make us a bit too high. Would it be a bit too high energy? No, it's actually a really good background song, actually. I'm remembering. Getting my memories. Yeah, just using, like, the original Tamagotchi Life soundtrack. Could be a good idea, methinks. Download this. But also look if there's anything else I could use. I like the map for, like, I like the night map. The idea of using that, but I don't know. Daytime map. I mean, it's a little generic, but also so is the, like, Me Maker theme. Arguably, Me Maker theme's more so. At least for like YouTube videos and whatnot. Either way, I think I want him also to be ideally longer than like 3.5 minutes by default, because that's how much time they have before the song changes.
Whole ass art program. It looks so awesome. I can. Apart from Straight Pass.
How's my script looking again? Yeah. Yeah, I don't really like. I think I like fairly cleanly segue into from the intro into like normal talking, so I don't think I need to do anything else there. Peak drops April 16th. Thanks, strange Mr. Krabs SpongeBob fusion profile picture on the map day Tomodachi Life OST comments. Just felt like I'd share what I saw. Now, depressed. What's going on in here? I wonder. Ooh, Me Homes. That's like a bit of a deep cut, but also not too bad. Homes.
Why do all the Tomodachi Life characters go to sleep at a normal, reasonable time? That's messed up, dude. Where's the representation for people who stay up all late all night and then sleep until midday? I guess I'll look at the Me Homes Asleep theme. Oh yeah, is my audio ready to download? Let's see that. Yeah, I don't know why all of a sudden YouTube's trying to be like really slow to work. Maybe it's just because I'm streaming and using that bit of the Wi-Fi. See, Me Home's Asleep. Well, we would see if the video would load. There we go. Yeah, it's too sleepy. It's too low energy. Nighttime is star motif and it's Juniper core, but it's also not when it's tired and low energy. I mean, unless you're me today, to be fair. But usually I'm like a bit more energetic, a bit more like up and at 'em. Early morning. That might be low energy as well. Still, let's see. This is gonna be a hard one. Visiting the Me Homes early in the morning. Thanks, Mito. Thanks, Tomodachi Life OST. Mika guy. Not Maker. He didn't make that soundtrack. He just ripped it. Morning. Okay, morning is very energetic. Is this different from? It is. Yeah, it is. It's got like a little extra bit of sound. That's cool. Ah. Very cool. How's the afternoon, anyways? I want to see like some of the more energetic stuff. I like the regular like Me Homes soundtracky thing. Ooh. That's pretty upbeat. Not what I usually. Me Homes variant 2? Me Homes variant 2. See that after baby. Yeah, I'm not using this one. Hey those baby me's. Fuck them kids, yo. Me Homes. Look at my cape going all around. Yeah, this is a good one to put on. Me Homes variant 2 as well. Let's see. Could use both. Me Homes variant 1 is like pretty have I heard this one? I have, but it's odd. Strange. Anyways, I'll download it.
That might be one. That might be one. Nope. Why are so many of these themes like so foreign to me? Guess I only ever had like 2 Miis that have actually get homes in my Tamagotchi life. Yeah, I swear there was like. How strange. I swear it was like there was a different bit of the soundtrack that I just can't find now. Oh, this is Me Maker. I got Me Maker here, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, I might not use it, to be fair. So the new Tamagotchi Life Direct just happened, right? That's not true, it's been like 10 days. But you know I'm hyped. I mean, I've been watching nothing but people's reactions to the Direct since I saw it myself. I haven't even given myself the chance to see Del. Oh well, I'll look at that. I'll probably just not use that. Let's see. Me Homes. Oh, preparing your file. Yeah. Well, prepare then. Let's see. Me Homes variant 2. This is a nice sounding one. Why does it show the Me Maker theme? That's not the one. There we go, Me Homes variant 2. Download this one as well. Variant 1 is going for the thing. So it's variant 2. Oh yeah. Yay. Me Homes variant 2. Make a not the soundtrack that I'm gonna use, but you know. Yay. Lost, I'd say. And whether that maybe lost a little detail, the makeup system has just turned into a whole ass art program. It looks so awesome, I cannot wait to try it out myself. The island as well is finally customizable where the first. Now let's see. Because I'll talk about that in a bit. The game has so much customization, Utopia kinda lost, I'd say. It's just turned into a. It looks a little flat. The island as well is finally customizable where the first game had nothing. I will say it looks a little flat. Ooh, that's the perfect time for like a soundtrack transition actually. So happy for her transition. Me Homes variant 2. Hop in the thing. Yeah. Ooh, and this is sick. Bit more grace. Silver the Hedgehog mini stocks are going crazy. Unfortunately, not everything is sunshine and rainbows and improvements with we are or might be getting. Of course, what I'm talking about is the me sharing. They killed me sharing. They killed me. Mini stocks are going crazy. Unfortunately, not everything is sunshine and rainbows and improvements with we are or might be getting. Of course, what I'm talking about is the me sharing. They killed me sharing. They took online me sharing out back and shot it with a gun. So we can only share our me's with people locally now. So Street Pass is back! yeah, I get like that one bit of soundtrack from Metopia, whatever it is, and then I get like maybe just a generic stock scream, like gasp effect, and then like fake clapping as well afterwards. It'd be cool. I think it would be cool. I will sort that all out off stream though, because I'm not in the mood to just have another like half an hour's worth of just looking for bits of music that I can't find. Oh, hi Phoenix, hello. You came here a little bit late, unfortunately. I'm just about to finish up, but came back to you saying that sharing has been shot. Who's sharing? The concept of sharing is probably some character from one of the things you like, aren't, isn't it? Like Powerpuff Girls and like I know there's more, but I actually forget. I'm so sorry. I forget. I'm like forgetting some of the stuff I remember you mentioning having an interest in. Oh, oh, me sharing. Never mind. Yeah, yeah. Me sharing got shot. I don't know how I'm like so unconscious, like I don't know. My brain doesn't work. Sorry. Whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna finish off stream here and like do some final touches to the video. I might be able to release it tonight, honestly. Although how likely that is, I cannot say because um there's still like a few things I want to do to it, and then like I might get distracted, to be honest. I gotta make a thumbnail and everything. But you know, that's good. It should be alright. Gosh, I haven't had any of my drink today. Oh. Oh well. I just didn't need it, because I'm that cool. Alright, anyways. Yeah, thank you for watching. This has been a good stream. I haven't had too many people watching this one, but to be fair, I think this stream I haven't been like the best as like a performer almost. You know, like brain not working, sorry. Like this hasn't been like what my normal streams are, I think. I was a lot more just fully focused on working away. But I ended up being quite productive. Hopefully I'll have that video released and it'll be a fun listen to whoever wants to watch it. Yeah. Once again, thank you for watching. I guess if anybody is watching, I don't know why you'd watch this VOD in particular, but if anyone's watching the VOD or is just coming into the stream now who doesn't know when I usually do my streams, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Monday and Wednesdays, I'm just sort of doing whatever. I think Wednesday is going to be more Octo expansion because something in Crossworlds might be happening this week, but I'm not too sure. I'll need to double check that before I make any plans. And also, Saturdays, I do unofficially named Socializing Saturdays, where I just hop on any sort of game really that people can play with me through, and it's a fun time, you know. I don't know. It's my brain really does not want to work today, huh? Oh well. Oh my god, bro. Yeah. I think I'll be playing Crossworlds this week.
If there isn't like the Tangle and Whisper stuff, I might be doing something else. It depends on how I feel, and it depends on how I feel if I'm not right about what I was thinking. Either way, other than that, I don't have much to say. Once again, I think thank you for watching. You've all been a wonderful audience, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye bye. Hey, why is that? It looked like there was a weird bit of audio input that was being captured. I didn't hear anything though. How strange. Oh well. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. Streaming's fun. I can't wait to do another like regular type stream tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Wednesday. Whatever, I'm gonna mute now. Bye.